How Tinubu'S loyalist, Fuji star KWAM-1 spilled alcohol on airline official on value jet flight, triggered safety breach at Abuja airport. Okay now. Details have emerged about how popular Fuji musician and staunch loyalist of President Bola Tinubu. Why are they adding that to it anyways? I don't know why they're adding Bola Tinubu to his. Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, better known as K1 the Ultimate, violently disrupted a scheduled flight at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja, leading to a serious breach of aviation safety protocols. Sahara reporter gathered that the incident, which occurred on August 5 aboard a value jet flight, culminated in the suspension of 2 value jet pilots by the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA) after they defied standard safety procedures during takeoff. Eyewitnesses who were at the scene described the musician's behavior as thuggish, entitled, and outrightly dangerous while speaking to Sahara reporters. Okay now. He poured water on the female pilot. Is it water or alcohol? Which one? He poured water on the female pilot and threatened to deal with her because he knows the president and people in the presidency. Just imagine the way they abuse power. You know the president, because of that you want to deal with somebody. What did she do? What did she do to you? He's also witnessed the confrontation told Sahara reporters. According to multiple sources, trouble began when KWAM was spotted drinking from a personal flask on board the aircraft. A flight attendant, suspecting the flask contained alcohol, which is prohibited during domestic flights, politely asked the musician to surrender it. KWAM-1, however, refused, claiming it was a medicinal prescription from his doctor. Okay. Unwilling to comply with cabin crew instructions, the crew had no option but to deboard the veteran singer. If he was abroad now and they told him, you can't take this thing into the flight, they would drop it. I don't know why it is only in this country, Nigeria, that we like to disobey rules and regulations. You know you can't take it into the flight. You are taking it. If it's America now or UK that you go to and they tell you, you can't take this thing in. Sharp, you will drop it. But in Nigeria, we just misbehave. As that all our politicians do, what they cannot do outside the country, they do it here. Because they know that they are going to get away with it. Now wow. Furious and defiant, KWAM-1 allegedly stormed to the front of the aircraft in a last-minute attempt to prevent the plane from departing. Wow. Sahara reporters gathered further that the Fuji artist was standing in front of the aircraft, while visibly distressed ground personnel attempted to intervene. In a reckless and highly dangerous move, the aircraft, still under the control of value jet crew, initiated takeoff procedures, forcing KWAM-1 and airport staff to hurriedly duck under the wings to avoid being hit. No be small thing. So somebody like this now, you know that if he has a gun, he can actually shoot people because he's hungry. People with anger issues like this, they can do and not do. Imagine. The pilot took off without proper clearance from the control tower, according to the NCAA. The Federal Airport Authorities of Nigeria, FAN, has also confirmed the unruly conduct of the musician in a press statement issued on Wednesday by Mrs. Obiageli Ora, FAN Director, Public Affairs and Consumer Protection. Mrs. Obiageli, in her statement, confirmed that Wasiu Ayinde spilled alcohol on aviation personnel when they attempted to verify the content of a flask he wanted to travel with. The statement with preliminary investigation confirmed that the passenger was scheduled to board the morning flight to Lagos operated by Value Jet Airlines, flight VK201. During boarding, the passenger attempted to carry an unidentified liquid substance on board despite repeated warnings from aviation security, ASEC personnel and flight captain. In accordance with International Aviation Security Standard, specifically Nigeria's National Civil Aviation Security Program, NCASP, and ICAO Annex 17 liquids exceeding 100 ml are not permitted through security screenings unless medically necessary and properly declared. The passenger was informed of this regulation but reportedly declined to comply. As boarding continued, an airline security officer asked the passenger to step aside for further clarification. The passenger allegedly refused and spilled the content of the flask on the officer, something that he said it is medicinal use. You pour it away on somebody's body, which turned out to be alcohol The flight's captain intervened but faced similar resistance. After confirming that boarding was complete, she instructed the closure of the aircraft door. At this juncture, the passenger moved to the front of the aircraft and refused to leave the area despite repeated requests. No be small thing. Na real thuggish behavior. He was ultimately escorted away by AFZ crime units for further investigation, after which he was released. FAAN reiterates in its unwavering commitment to the safety and security of all passengers, crew, and airport personnel. The authority will not tolerate any actions that compromise operational integrity or undermine aviation safety standards, regardless of the individuals involved. This matter remains under thorough investigation, and all parties found culpable will be held accountable according to the law. Following the incident, the NCAA also announced on August 6 that it had suspended the 2 pilots involved. Why are you suspending the 2 pilots involved? The authority said they received report of a serious breach of aviation safety protocols involving a value jet flight. According to the NCAA, the pilots commenced departure procedures from the designated bay without adhering to departure clearance protocols that is mandatory. These reckless actions endanger the safety of ground personnel and other airport users, contravening established civil aviation regulations and international safety standards, the NCAA has said. No be small thing. No wahala. At Adefila time says, if they reach another man country now, then go they be like, say them pour them cold water, G-gates, they no go feed dope him. But it is in this country that they used to misbehave anyhow. I don't understand. Today Crown says, as an aviation professional, I find the reported incident at Nnamdi International Airport both concerning and regrettable. The strict adherence to safety and security protocol is the cornerstone of aviation operations worldwide. Any actions, no matter how well-intentioned or informed, that compromises this structure poses potential risk not just to the individual, but to the entire crew and passengers on board. I think them taking off just like that is seriously a security breach, but it is well. He says, advise him to do the same when he gets to Heathrow Airport, London, since he get power. Now where Nigeria, all of them they get power reach. I'm telling you. Only Nigeria, that's where they will misbehave. It is well. Tochukwu says, now their club motto be that now for alcohol we go buy. Wike is their chairman. Hey, wahala. Isiama says he's the official musician of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is well. Chukwemeka says there are important drinks to the north. How? It is well. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.